everyone and welcome back to Shrey FC. I hope you all are well and you're good. Please people, before I start, please do hit the like button. It means a lot, and do subscribe. It really means a lot. Now let's get on the important stuff, and the important stuff is around Todd Boehly and the way he has been ran around, the way he has been abused, criticized, and is such an easy target for the British media. It's so disappointing to see. This is why I wanted to make this video on Chelsea and Todd Boehly, and why some agenda running on us is just not fair, and it looks like less research, less analyzed content, and I'm sorry to say, but it does hurt me. See, now coming on Todd Boehly, he never gets a bit of sympathy in terms of the way the conditions he came last year. People forget that Chelsea's ownership was only accepted by June. We already had a season starting early due to the World Cup. The manager was angry because Rudiger went on a free, Andres Christensen went on a free. We only had Trevor Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and a young Levy Colwill come from Huddersfield Town in defence. The manager wanted defenders. You only had 4 or 5 weeks before the season starts. The ownership just immediately came at the club. There was no time to negotiate with the players, so they had to listen to the manager or anyone that's telling them the targets and make some wrong signings. They made some wrong signings. Sadly, I love Koulibaly, but it was not the right signing. I think we should have paid over the top for Nathan Ake, but we made the mistake. Then we signed Sterling. Again, we had to urgently sign him, and I hope Sterling does well for us this season. Cucurella, again, when you had Martsen, when you had players like Chilwell, it never made sense. But because Chilwell was injured, they had to act quickly. They had no time to think. So you have to have some sympathy for them. But because they came in, they spent the money, it's so easy to go at them. When people don't understand, they had to immediately spend to replace the players that had already left the club. And the only mistake for me they made was sacking Tuchel so prematurely and straight away bringing Graham Potter without thinking they will work or not. That's their only disaster they made at Chelsea. And if you see the transfers you made from January, from Enzo Fernandez, from Badia Shele, from Noni Madueke, from making Chukwuemeka in summer, from Andres Santos, from a player like Kasedai, then you go towards the players we're trying to sign right now, Nicholas Jackson, Caicedo. It makes a lot of sense. From a 600 million, a lot of the disasters were made in summer, from Koulibaly to Cucurella. But Enzo Fernandez, you say 120 million, I say one of the best midfield in the world. You go towards Badia Shele for 35 million, one of the top young centre-backs who will be very good for us in the future. Wesley Fofana, for me, I'm still 50-50, but he's got the room to improve. You go towards Madueke, 25-30 million, a very good talent. You go towards Nicholas Jackson for 35, a very good talent. So I really don't know why people go at Chelsea spending when these are just young players who are just right now growing in their life, and the right time to analyze will come, and then we'll see whether they're right signings or not. And Mudryk as well. Mudryk is a very good young talent. It's so premature to say, oh, he's a flop, he's that, when the guy is just so young and he's only going to develop. You can only properly analyze him by next year or after that. Right now, making assessments are not right. Now, if you see what they're planning for the club in the future, the way they are going on, we've already brought Nkunku, which was pre-agreed. He's going to straight away replace Kai Havertz. Chukwuemeka in the future, the way he has played, can replace Mason Mount. We're trying to build a pivot of Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. We have a very good young talented guy in Andres Santos, who is such a good player but needs more development. You go towards Kasedai, again looks such a good talent but needs development. You go towards Badia Shele, Levy Colwill, Wesley Fofana, Thiago Silva. Our defense is still one of our most settled aspect in the team. Then we have got Ben Chilwell, Lewis Hall, Martsen, Cucurella at the left. That's a bit of disaster, but now it's up to the board to resolve it. You cannot have 4 left backs fighting for one spot. Reece James, and now we have Malo Gusto, a player that can play attackingly. So see how the board has improved the squad. And how quickly we have cleared out the squad. And now we have Nkunku, we have Madueke, we have Mudryk, 2 inside forwards, quick players. And Nkunku is a very good number 10 who is versatile and much better in front of goal in comparison to Havertz. We have got players like Enzo Caicedo who complement each other well. Enzo Fernandez is such a good footballer, and Caicedo can do the dirty work, defensive work, and overall can be very good attackingly as well, and both can complement each other well. You've got Levy Colwill, Badia Shele, 2 left-footed centre-backs, Fofana, Thiago Silva, who can do well for this year with Trevor Chalobah, and then Trevor Chalobah eventually replaces Thiago Silva until Chelsea do a disaster and try to sell Trevor Chalobah. You got Lewis Hall, Martsen, and Chilwell and Cucurella. You have to decide, but you have 4 players who can play one position. James and Gusto complement each other well. If James is injured, Gusto can play attackingly in a Pochettino style. We have also got a manager who is very experienced in managing youngsters and known to play some good brand of football. You've got a goalkeeper in Kepa who can play one part of the game very well, sweeping, keeping. But in short stopping, I still doubt him, but hopefully improves. So and then you've got young players in Chukwuemeka in midfield who can replace Mount, Santos in midfield, Casadei in midfield. You have got experienced players, Raheem Sterling. You've also got a lot of other players as well. You've got players like Armando Broja who have just come back from injury. Let's see how they are. But they are such talented players. David Fofana will go on loan and hopefully become something. Otherwise, Sally will sell him. Chelsea have a lot of ingredients in 1 or 2 years that can hit it. And then people will say, wow, Todd did a good job. So now it's very easy to criticize him, but nobody's really analyzing that he has put investment into players who will blossom in the future. So right now, prematurely saying, oh, Chelsea don't know what they're doing. Chelsea don't know what they're doing. They're just spending the money, 600 million, 1 billion, this and that. That's just lack of research. That's just lack of research. And I expect that from rivals. But overall, sometimes I don't even expect that, to be honest, because you need to have some understanding. I'm not saying we should be praised, but I'm saying at least a judgment should be reserved. But it's so easy to criticize Todd Boehly, Saudi and everything. Nobody will say the guy has got a good business brain. He found a loophole in FFP. He has built some good connections. But no, Todd Boehly ruining football. Todd Boehly ruining football. That's the most lazy analysis I'll see and right now to do. And now before the video ends, I'm just going to say 2 points. First, we are in for a very good future. I am very positive for next season. Top 4, I cannot say next season, but I'm very sure in next at least 2024-25 season we will be there. I think we have got some good ingredients. If we can even get a Caicedo, if we can get players like even a Lavia or some other midfielder, but overall having players like Andre Santos, Chukwuemeka, Casadei, Enzo, Caicedo, Madueke, Mudryk, Raheem Sterling. We have got players like Nicholas Jackson, Armando Broja. I think this is a young squad which will need some experience. So we will have some tough days next season. But once Pochettino develops them with players like Thiago Silva to guide them, experienced Premier League players, and you can say Levi Colwill, a very good player in Barry Shelley, a very experienced midfielder in Enzo Caicedo, who are young but very experienced at this age. I think Chelsea can do very well next season with 1 game a week, enough training, enough fitness, and we might start the season a bit slow, but we can end it well. We can get a Europa League football, but by next year, with 1 or 2 more additions, I think we are most probably going to be back, people like it or not. And this is why I'm going to say final assessment. People say Todd Boehly doesn't know what he's doing. He absolutely knows what he's doing. And Todd Boehly, for me, in the future is going to be more like FSG, but a more glorified FSG. Todd Boehly is building for the future where he knows in future Chelsea will build a new stadium like Tottenham Hotspur. We will have Beyonce performing there, John Cena having his WrestleMania matches. You like it or not, that's going to be the case. Chelsea were trying to do the same thing as Stamford Bridge, live concerts, but it was rejected. But when the new stadium builds, that's going to become a part of it. But unlike, you can say, Daniel Levy, they will put their money into the club. And Todd Boehly has come from a side who are investing companies. They aren't going to be like Roman Abramovich. They are in here for profits, but they're also here for success. So they're going to be a glorified FSG. They'll spend more money than FSG. They'll spend more money than Kroenke and Levy, but it won't be at the top level. With scout and data analysis, they'll build a sustainable team where in the future they have so much money from stadium money, concerts, WrestleMania matches, from overall sustainability of the club, big stadium. I think they'll make good money and then the club will become sustainable. And in the end, I'll say, people will say, this guy's an idiot. Todd Boehly has just now spent 600 million and he's saying Todd Boehly is a glorified FSG. He has just made this initial investment, but once this youngster starts to blossom, he will not make investment. Mudryk is young, Madueke is young, Enzo is young, Caicedo is young. So many of these players are young that in future, he might not even need to make the investment. This side will blossom and he only might go with one addition, and with player sales, he will cover a lot of stuff. So on that note, I end the video. Thank you everyone for watching. Please do hit the like and subscribe and do put your comment in the comment section below. Thank you everyone. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.